So welcome back. I set up my little table where I'm doing the crochet part of the Good Vibe Shawl. As you saw before, we're using the Bambino uh, Estrophil. It's a Luxe wool. So really beautiful colors. I got this on Hobium yarn, and it is 80%, no, 60% merino wool and 40% acrylic. So I'm going to start on this square here where it has the little circle in the center. And I'm going to make it a little bit different for you guys just because I want to change it up a little bit. So to start, let's start off with a slip knot. We're going to wrap around the yarn twice around the finger, back loop over front, and then the back loop over the front again, making that slip knot. So as I said before, I'm not super experienced in instructional yoga, or sorry, not yoga, yarn videos for crocheting, but that's okay. I can share some links again on where to go. So let's chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the reason I do that is because I pull this first chain tight and then it doesn't count as a chain. I'm going to go through that first chain and slip stitch together, making a circle. So there you go, our circle. We're then going to chain 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to make 11 double crochets into the circle. So I'm going to go through, yarn over, go through the circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that makes a double crochet. Just chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. And we're going to do a count of 11. So we will have 12 double crochets all together. 8, 9, 10, all going through that center circle. 11, and this should be 12, but I'm going to count it to make sure. This next one will be 12, so remembering putting all that wonderful intention into this crocheted Good Vibe Shawl, which our intention is I am rooted in harmony. So I'm going to count from the back here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. First chain 3 counts as 12. We're going to slip stitch that together. So I'm going to go right into the top of the chain 3, slip stitch it together, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. From here, I will do 2 double crochets into each stitch. So I go into this stitch here and do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. I'm going to go into the next stitch here and do 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go through the stitch, whoops, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Again, going into that same stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So going to this next stitch, I'm going to yarn over, go through the stitch here, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Got to do 1 more double crochet here. So I'm making a circle. And we're going to go all the way around, so we should have 24 stitches in white all together. So I'm almost near the end here. Whoops. My mother-in-law taught me to crochet. When she taught me, I actually was doing it incorrectly, so I had to teach myself all over again. I used to go around this way instead of under, and it does make a big difference, especially when you're doing a triple crochet. So just to make sure, I've got 24 because I'm not sure if I need to go into that one or not. So let's take a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we're going to slip stitching into the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this time I chained 5 because we're going to turn this circle into the square. So I'm going to skip 2, so 1, 2. So then we single crochet into that third chain. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 2, single crochet into that chain space, and then we're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, skip 2, single crochet. So single crochet is, I'll show you on the next one here. I'm chaining 3, skipping 2. I go through once, pull up 1 loop, and then yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on my hook. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoops. Single crochet into that third chain because I skipped 2, and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, I skip 2, coming up to another chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, skip 2. So make sure you're not counting this by the chain as a stitch because I've done that before and then your count is off. Good, so we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip 2, and we should be right at the beginning here, and I'm going to go right into where we started and slip stitch together. So if you take a look here, we have our corner spaces, which are, there we go, these chain 5 spots and joined with a chain 3 in between. So now it's made into a square. Let's slip stitch into the chain 5 space. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, 2 double crochet into this corner chain, and then we will chain 3. So sometimes in grannies we're only doing chain 2, but this whole shawl is a chain 3 in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochet into the corner. We'll chain 1 and go into the chain 3 space and 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1. This is another corner, so this will be 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So this is our first double crochet. Sometimes it's better to take the yarn out of the center so you don't have to keep unraveling like I'm doing here. I'm doing the chain 3 for the corner and 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. chain 1, 3 double crochet into the chain 3 space. So 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully that yoga loosened up your neck and shoulders. Chain 1, back to a corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2. Again, I will leave links in the description of where you can go to learn these stitches better. So I'm coming to the end here. I've chained 1, and I'm going to do 3 double crochets into this chain 3 spot. So now we're kind of back to how a typical granny square looks, like our regular granny square. Here's a pink one that I did. This is just the traditional granny square, and of course we were doing 11 or 12 rows, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on here. So 11 rows in that one. And on this one, we've got our circle. Hopefully you can see. And then to go to the corner, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the blue is the last row. So from here on, we're doing the typical granny square. I'm going to slip stitch over to the corner, slip stitch into the corner, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we will do 2 more double crochet. Oops, forgot to yarn over. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochet all into the corner. So as you can see, this is coming into a square. I'm going to finish up this row and then show you how to change colors. Just coming up to the last side here. Chain 1 in between and 3 double crochet into this chain 1 space. And slip stitch into that 3rd chain. Come on, there we go. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to yarn off. Got my little pair of, I don't know what these are called, but they're kind of like scissors. Snip it off. And I'm going to change colors. So I'm going to take my gray this time. So this one I'll have more color in it because of how I'm changing colors sooner. I wonder if I can find the center in here. Ah, there we go. It came out really easy. So I'm going to have to edit that out. 1, 2, 3. So I've joined the second piece of yarn here with the gray. I've joined in the corner, and I'm going to yarn over and do that first double crochet. So pretty simple to change colors, especially on granny squares. Granny squares are a great way to learn how to crochet. Chain 3 in the corner. Remember, we're not doing the chain 2 in the corner, always a chain 3 in the corner, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in each corner. You then will chain 1, and 3 double crochet into this chain 1 space. And we can sew in our ends at the end. I've been leaving this center one on each one though, so I know which is the wrong side and which is the right side. So this would be the wrong side with this little tail, and this is the right side. So I'm going all the way across, 3 double crochet in each of these chain 1 spaces. To the corner, and then again 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. And that's all you do for this square. It's just a really simple granny circular square. I guess this would be, I like to call it a boho square, but it's probably just a circle square. So let's take a moment to come back to the intention. Remember to take some breaths in this crazy, crazy time. I am rooted in harmony. And then when I wrap myself in the shawl, remember all the good intentions, even though we are going through chaos and crisis in our towns, in our communities, in the world. I can remember, okay, I did this to help myself through that time. So that's all you do, is coming back to the traditional way of granny squares all the way around. And you want to do this until you have the count like we did earlier. And again, changing colors when you want to. I love these colors together. I brought the green in because it's more earthy. So it's kind of like sky and earth together. So in yoga, we talk about Mother Earth, Father Sky. And that's all you need to do for week 2. We did yin, stretching through the shoulders because our shoulders get tight when we're crocheting all the time, maybe even feeling tense from this whole situation. And then we came over here and we worked on our Good Vibes Shawl. I really hope that you're staying well, staying safe, that if you need any kind of support, that you can find it within your family, with loved ones, if not within the community. And I hope you can share this video with anyone who would like to do a little bit of yarn and yoga. I'd really appreciate it. And have a wonderful day. So I came up to the end, slip stitch it together. And you're going to keep going with this beautiful granny square. I hope you have a good day. Happy crocheting and namaste.